From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Tonight we wrap up this three-game series between the Cincinnati Reds and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Zach Cozart will dig in now. And as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Colon gets the sign. Needs to hit his spot here on 3 balls and a strike. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Conforto moves over. And that's the first out of the inning. Billy Hamilton will get his first opportunity here. And as you can see, he's got that average up over the 290 mark to begin play. Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Joey Votto will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Look out. There goes Hamilton. Hit hard on the ground to second. On to first, and Votto's gone for out number 2. Todd Frazier will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. David Wright will stand in here. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really nice games mixed in there.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Neil Walker will stand in for the first time now, coming off a 3-hit contest in the loss last night.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Eaton going back. He makes the running play. 2 down. Yoenis Cespedes gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Hit hard to short. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Devin Mesoraco will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. Colon sets his sights. Here's the 3-1. Hit to short. Flores is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Settling in now, Jay Bruce. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. belted high and deep into right center. Cespedes going back. Gone! A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. As the Reds strike first, it's 1-0. Line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit. Adam Eaton takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. Runner at first here, one man out. Right side hit hard. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now. The pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Trying to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Zach Cozart will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game. Bases are loaded here, one man out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Grounder down the line at third. Foul. A ball and two strikes. Here it is. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Set to deal on a ball and two strikes. Now a ball hit for right. This could be two. To Walker for one. Back to Duda. A double play, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Lucas Duda, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Michael Conforto will get his first shot here, and he certainly had it working so far this season. Up over 350 entering play.
Well, it's still early in this season, but if he keeps this up, he's going to be looking to get paid in the offseason. His contract is up after this year.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw gets him, two down. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in. It comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Ready on 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Billy Hamilton is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. Colon into his motion. Here's the 1-1. This is hit high in the air and pretty deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Joey Votto stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Striding into the box, Todd Frazier. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Cespedes going back on it, and this one is gone. A home run. It's a solo home run for Todd Frazier. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's given Cincinnati a 2-0 lead. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Curtis Granderson will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. Wilmer Flores will dig in now. Off to a slow start, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Hamilton is after it. Oh, no. Looked like he had it, but and he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Digging in now, Bartolo Colon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. One and one, here it is. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. David Wright will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Push to the right side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Jay Bruce will lead it off here for the Reds, followed by Brandon Phillips waiting his turn on deck.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Sent on the ground out to second. Walker has it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth.
The second baseman,
Brandon Phillips is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Colon's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and hit deep to left center. Looking up is Cespedes. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run for Brandon Phillips as the Reds move out in front now 3-0. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Hit out towards second. Walker's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Anthony DeSclafani will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Grounded down the third baseline. And this is going to get by right down the line. It's a fair ball. Zach Cozart will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Here's the 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Granderson has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Neil Walker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here's a high pop-up. Votto is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Yoenis Cespedes stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Looking to avoid his first walk. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Phillips gonna have to hurry. Throw gets him. 2 down. Lucas Duda digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Billy Hamilton heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Smoke toward the hole. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Joey Votto will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Conforto racing back. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Todd Frazier. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Devin Mesoraco will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Michael Conforto comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And another foul ball. And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And he finally wears him down as he strikes him out after a prolonged battle. That was good stuff.
Catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball hit fairly well out to deep center field. Hamilton on the move. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Into the box now, Curtis Granderson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2 home. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Taken in by Votto, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Antonio Bastardo will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound. Devin Mesoraco will get the first chance here in the inning for the Reds. After him comes Jay Bruce. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Jay Bruce steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Swing and a little tapper. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And Bruce can't connect there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the inning.
The second baseman,
Brandon Phillips comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat. 1-1, here it comes. Hit in the air to right field. Granderson is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Adam Eaton will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
In the air now out to left field. Conforto has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. Wilmer Flores will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Heading out towards shallow right. And this is taken in out there by Bruce for the first out. Alejandro De Aza will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2. David Wright will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Reds leading this one as we start the 7th, and before we commence, let's take a look at the game summary to this point. Addison Reed is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Anthony DeSclafani steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Reed sets 1-1 on its way. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to This one's blooped out toward right center field. And Walker will put this one away for out number 1. Zach Cozart will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto moving to his left, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Neil Walker will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
Shot towards second. And that's in there. And there goes the no-hitter. And a good at-bat on 3-2 as he finishes it with a leadoff double. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if he can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Lucas Duda comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The left fielder, number 30.
No runs, just 1 hit. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning. Joey Votto will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Hard hit ball to second. Gloved by Walker. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Todd Frazier is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the 3rd inning. Skied into straightaway right. After it is Granderson. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the 2nd out. Devin Mesoraco digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Reed's ready and delivers. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jay Bruce steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. Payoff pitch on its way. Hit hard up the middle. Flores to his left. He's there. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Blake Wood is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, and they'll need him to get something going here. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike 2. And this is strike 3 called, says Clyde Washington. Might have looked a bit low, but that's out number 1.
Right fielder, Curtis Granderson.
High and deep to right center field. Bruce looking up. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. A solo home run for Curtis Granderson. And the Mets will cut the deficit now to 3-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Juan Lagares will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Lagares.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Mesoraco scoops it up. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. Jim Henderson come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Drilled right back up the middle. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th. Adam Eaton gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Throw bounces up to him at the bag, and he's able to cover up and hang on. Not the most fluid play, but he's out nonetheless.
Wood.
Adam Duvall will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 23, Adam Duvall.
To short, taken in by Flores. On to first, and there were 2 down. Zach Cozart takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. d'Arnaud gathers it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. J.J. Hoover is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 60.
Striding in to start the 9th, David Wright, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Got him.
Second baseman.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Hamilton. 2 down. Yoenis Cespedes makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. A spin and a throw. Throw on to first is going to be in time to take care of him, and the Reds have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few